Welcome everybody. So my name is Leonie. I work for Eneco, and even though we like to believe that our fame is spreading outside the Netherlands at an increasing speed, just in case you're not familiar with the company, very, very short summary. So Dutch utility, over 3,000 people working there, over 3 million customers by now, not only in the Netherlands, but we're active in 5 countries. Headquarters is still in the Netherlands though, and we've already for the last 10 years are focused solely on renewable energy and providing our customers with renewable energy. So we invest a lot in renewable assets, we provide energy to our customers, we're active in trading, and increasingly our focus has been on innovative services. So why am I here? Well, I'm not necessarily here to defend this statement, but what is very interesting about this statement is that you could argue that this is true. You can also argue that it's completely bullshit, but to be honest, we can have a discussion about it all day. That's not the point. It can be true, and that triggers something inside our company already for a couple of years. It means that we need to change if this is true. And what direction do we need to change in then? So, how we look at the world today. We used to have quite a transparent and clear value chain. We have generation, we have trading, transmission, distribution, and retail. I think everybody here knows it. So that's comfortable. However, now we see a couple of trends that change that value chain every day. And we're not completely sure where it's going to end up, but we know that it's going to change very, very fast. So on the generation side, we see marginal cost decreasing with renewable assets increasing. What does that mean? What does that mean to our margins in the end? For trading, we see increasingly platforms that say, well, we can circumvent this. We can use smart contracts, we can use blockchain technology, we can use peer-to-peer. Again, it needs to clarify in a couple of years, what's really going to be the business model there, but we see that our current trading floor will not be the same in the next 5 years. The same is true for transmission and distribution. What's going to happen with our grid? Are we going to keep it socialized? Will it be 100% socialized? Or will indeed microgrids take over in the end? Will it be a mixed? What will happen to regulation? Retail, we see increasingly initiatives that say, you don't need a utility at all. We can just make sure that you can trade with your neighbors. So where does that leave us? In the end, we believe in a value chain that in any case needs to be smart. And for us, what will be crucial for Eneco is that we need to have a relationship to our customer, which currently is a relationship, often just a contract. You buy your electricity and gas from us, and that's great. But we believe that relationship needs to change and needs to be founded on behind-the-meter IoT technology, and that's the route into the home, the route to provide additional services. And we don't really mind whether that's commodity or whether that's comfort or intelligence or data-driven. It's probably going to be a mix of everything. So what do we do now that we know this? Well, this is not the only thing that we focus on, but these are the highlights that I want to pick out today. And that's two domains that are very, very important for us. One is the smart home, basically because of what I just said. We think that the relationship to the customer in the end will be crucial for us. And for us, a smart home is control for your customers, comfort for your customers, and increasingly independence for the customers to be able to reduce their footprint, have a sustainable life, but still a very comfortable life. The second area is e-mobility, and I already talked to a lot of people here about it because I think there are a lot of startups who have very interesting initiatives as well. I think we all recognize the facts, right? Electric mobility is growing day on day, and we see what that means. And on one hand, we see an increasing demand for electricity, and we see a lot of opportunities to be able to make mobility more sustainable, because electricity, we can make this sustainable. We really believe that. It also means that it's going to put a lot of pressure on our grid. It means that people are going to get used to a new way of using their mobility, of using their cars, because you need to charge them. How? At what cost? Is it convenient? I don't want to get stuck somewhere with a car that's not charged. On the other hand, I'd like to have the lowest cost possible. So smart charging is an area that we're very interested in, and one of my colleagues will explain a little bit more about later. And how do we do this? Well, basically 2 ways. One, we have our in-house innovations. So Eneco Smart Energy is the business unit that focuses on these domains, and we do 2 things. We create our own products. So, for example, Jetlix, which used to be an internal project, now is its own startup with external investors as well. CrowdNet, which is active on the flexibility, so solar and storage combined. The Eneco, sorry, I don't have a really English word for it, warmtewinner, heat winner, which is an innovative device to basically make your heating need more electrified and thus more sustainable. And obviously, one of the examples that's probably most well-known here is our smart thermostat tone. Now over 300,000 devices installed. Used to be just an Eneco product. We're working with international partners now, for example, in Belgium and in Spain. We're also rolling out the product. And it's not just the smart thermostat anymore. This is just the starting point of being able to provide this comfort in the home to be a hub for other services. It's not working anymore, Jan. One back. No. I'm stuck. It's stuck. And the good part was to come now. Yes, thank you. So what's my focus and the focus of my colleagues and the team? In addition to in-house innovation, we venture. And for us, venturing means we offer something to you, you offer something to us. What do we have to offer? Well, obviously, money. However, that's not the most important thing, because if you're good as a startup, I believe you can get money quite easily. The point is, do you get money from people who can add value to your company? And we try to do that by using the fact that we are a corporate. We have access to customers, to markets, technology, and we like to work together and be able to give you a push forward. So that means that we combine the investments that we do, often hand in hand on the same day that we sign the investment, ideally, with commercial deals. And it means access to our customers base, knowledge and support, joint development, commercial scaling, etc. What are we looking for? Is companies that have a product market fit, that have a product that works, that's done. It's difficult for us to be able to scale a product to our customer base if it's not fully developed yet. And we look for companies, therefore, that are active or at least have ambitions to be active in Northwestern Europe, because that's where our customer base is. So this is a short summary of our investment strategy, just especially for the startups in the room, so you can have a look whether you could be interesting for us and we could be interesting for you. We focus on smart energy solutions that accelerate the transition. We focus, therefore, on startups that have a vision that is aligned with ours, and you can find on our website more details about that. The stage, what I just mentioned, needs to be a working product, needs to be ready for scaling. Geography, either already active in Northwestern Europe or ambition to be active there, and investment size, it varies. We're quite flexible, but typically it would be between 2 and 10 million and can go above. We have 10 ventures in our current portfolio. We have an investment budget of around 40 million per year, a team of 9 people and growing, and we're currently still based in Rotterdam. So this is what we've been doing the last years, and what you see is that also our investments are accelerating quite a bit. We started in 2015, and the last year we did 3 relatively larger deals. So what's new since the last Ecosummit? Well, first from the Eneco side, we're continuously growing our footprint in Northwestern Europe. And you've seen, I think we've been quite recently active in acquisitions again with the acquisition of the E.ON Benelux retail and business customers. Before that, acquired a portfolio from Eni in Belgium and Lichtblick in Germany. So we're growing our footprint because we believe that even if it's a commodity relationship today, that's the key, because you can leverage that to sell services in the future. It's very hard to enter this market without an existing customer base. On the other hand, we invested in Thermondo. As I mentioned, we had a very successful spin-out of an internal startup, Jetlix, where Renault entered as an investor. And we invested in Anyway, which is a digital marketplace for green energy, and a spin-out of Lichtblick. And then the only message left for me here to say is that we are still looking for further growth, further acceleration, and partners to do that with, whether that are co-investors, startups, or corporates that want to cooperate. So please find me or my colleague Ime if you want to talk. Thank you.